Alright folks, welcome back to another You Decide challenge. This time we're going to be doing nightmare mode, and to try to get through as many tests as possible, I'm going to already find these evidences beforehand, and we're going to be doing multiple games, so you have to test your knowledge with a lot of ghosts. This time we have EMF 5 and dots as our two pieces of evidence, so it's going to be between a Wraith, Oni, Goryo, or Raiju. How do we test these? Fairly simply. We can usually figure it out pretty well. Now, did we see the dots in person or on video? I don't know. Maybe we will have to find that out. So let's see, what do we want? I do have another dots projector in my hand still, so let's see what we can find out about this ghost. It was in the utility room. Thinking it's probably still gonna be in here. Did it turn off the breaker? Okay, it did step in salt, so that is a good thing. I don't have an igniter. Of course I don't. Why would I have an igniter? I always forget that. Okay. So I'll probably grab a couple of y'all. Of course you. Alright. Pretty much, what you'll find with like a lot of these too is hunts are going to be the biggest, most important thing to deal with when it comes to this. So, let's see. Well, I'm pretty sure you heard the EMF 5 there. Alright, so we can do. Oh, he trapped. Oh, that ghost is trapped. That ghost is trapped. That ghost is trapped. Alright. Like I said, I want to get through this, through as many tests for you all as possible. So, let's go ahead and get hunted. Now, for the settings, you'll see at the end, I got like a 2-point-something multiplier. That's just because I wanted to curse the mirror. Try to find this stuff faster. Do we have a crucifix in there? Yeah. Thought so. And so there's two specific things you should be looking for each of these ghosts. It's going to be a tell for two others. So well, you should know what the ghost is now. Very interesting tell. So right, that ghost was a Raiju, very easy tell. Did you pick up the speed change? So first, let's go through, of course, it stepped in salt so we can eliminate a Wraith. We saw the dots in person, so we knew we could rule out those. So it was going to be between an Oni or a Raiju, and it was all going to be determined based on the footstep speed or looking at the ghost. But really, it was just going to be footstep speed. And if you heard, the Raiju was really fast at first, and as it got closer to the stairs, it did slow down. So again, listen for this. Fast at first, then it slows down as it gets out of range of the electronics. Let's go on to the next one. Alright, this time we do have EMF 5 and UV as our evidence, which means the ghost options are a Jin, Goryo, Obake, or Myling. Very interesting. Do you know how to test for all those? There's one we can actually go ahead and mark out if you know about forced evidence, because we are playing a nightmare mode. One of these ghosts can already be ruled out. Again, our evidence is EMF 5 and UV. Also, let me know what you think about this, like, quick hitting option, you know? Like, we're just trying to hit through as many ghost tests as possible. Not taking it slow, we're taking it fast, because, of course, fast is always fun. Maybe. I sure hope so. Okay. Honestly, the best thing to do with this is just to go ahead and get hunted. The ghost is upstairs. So. Alright. Using your knowledge that you have gained throughout the time from watching me, was that ghost a Jin, an Obake, or a Myling? I think you can sufficiently tell which one that was. That one, of course, was an Obake. Of course, we saw the shapeshift. I kind of ran away, like, I smudged it and ran as soon as it shapeshifted the first time. And I was like, oof, you kind of missed that. So I was like, hopefully you could see that. But that's how sometimes quick you have to be, especially when it comes to the Obake shapeshift, because it is just that one blink. We did shapeshift again later on, though. Hopefully to confirm it. Hopefully you got that one right. Best ghost ability in the game. Best ghost in the game. Let's move on. All right, this time we have a very interesting combination. Quite a few ghosts to go through. This is going to be dots and orbs are our two pieces of evidence. So we decide between a banshee, yurei, yokai, raiju, or thay. So be thinking in your mind how we are going to test for each. A couple of these will be from hunts. Others will be from other methods, maybe including what I'm holding in my hand. Very important. So it's definitely more different than just a straight up hunt. So let's see what we can find out about this ghost. Ghost room was back here and this storage. Hopefully it still is and did not move. Seems to be pretty good. Here's another good way to hopefully you picked up on that. But another interesting way that you can kind of test for this ghost, that you should already know what it is. Let me show you sort of what the banshee. I just gave it away. Another way to test for them, if you are finding it frustrating for the paramite. I mean, come on, y'all know the scream. Y'all know the scream. But let me impart some other knowledge on you with this. So, banshees roam, right? So a good way to kind of also figure out if you think a ghost could be something else is like just go a little bit, farther away. So, for instance, there's no reason that it should come like all the way back here. So let's go up and good method. I think if we stick it here, it'll probably be a little bit easier. See these ghosts going freaking crazy. Okay, so see, it just interacted. That's because that came over and roamed here. It didn't set off the motion sensor for some reason. There's no reason why a ghost in the utility room back there should come over here and just randomly interact with a door. It should not happen. We also have set up here a firelight that it can blow out. I don't know why it wouldn't set off the motion, though. It's kind of annoying. Maybe it'll work now, but if you just like sort of set up over here, so see, that's a good way to test for the banshee's roaming ability, is setting up motion sensors far away from the room. Remember, it has to be on the same floor. Now it just blew out our candle. That's another way if you do find the paramite scream to be kind of frustrating. So you pretty much knew it that. I don't think I have to come in and explain why this is how this is a banshee. We really didn't have to test for other ghosts. Yurei, you would just want to keep that door open, see if it's slammed. Yokai, Raiju, thay, that's all going to be based on hunting. Yokais are not attracted to electronic equipment, so hiding behind like the kitchen counter, activating your radio, see if it comes to you. That is a good way. Yeah, let's go to the next one. Let's move on over to Point Hope with our two evidences being EMF 5 and Spirit Box. We have three options here, Spirit, Wraith, or the twins. Should be fairly easy to kind of figure it out. So let's just double check and see how it goes, shall we? Hunts are going to be one of the better ways to figure it out. Obviously, we want to salt this bad boy up like crazy. As well. Sometimes I like to do this just in case during the hunt does not do anything. Okay, we could also go get some motion sensors to verify. It's always a good thing. We do have our handy dandy smudge timer as well. Alright, so we have that set up. Our next best thing... probably put another... Alright, okay. So, I think the ghost set off the motion sensor there. So let me show you a couple other ways. It's rather fun. Let's go up and play with... Let's go play with the Sharky, shall we? Everybody loves the Sharky. Huh. That's strange, Mr. Shark. Yeah, random EMF 2 in here. Very interesting. Very interesting. All I wanted to do was dun-dun the shark, right? Who doesn't want to dun-dun the shark? Don't know how that crucifix really works on the stairs, but I guess we can find out. I'd say not very well. Alright. Hopefully you caught all that. I think we stayed in there way too long, but there was a few things that I did want to show you as other ways to identify the ghost. Obviously, when the motion sensor went off, we already knew it was a Wraith. When we went up to the room, that was the Wraith teleporting to us with the EMF 2 reading, with nothing happening. Obviously, we just used the hunt to confirm. Let's force it to walk through the salt. Didn't step in it. All right, pretty fun one here. We have freezing and spirit box as our two pieces of evidence, which means the ghost is a Moroi, Onryo, the twins, or the mimic. Distinctive ways to tell each of them. Some similar ways, some different, obviously. Apparently I still have a camera in my hand. Fantastic. Fantastic. So let's go up there. Let's start setting up some of these tests. Alright, good to know that the ghost is still around here. So let's see how it goes. Obviously, this is one way to test for one of these ghosts. Well, I guess I could still hold that. While we were waiting for that, there is... Okay. Interesting, interesting. Now, if we go check for this... I don't need to take pictures, but you know what? Since the ghost is being so nice to us, there's really only one other thing we really have to do now. Alright, so again, your choices were Mimic Twins, Onryo, Moroi. You have all the information you need. Make your pick. Let's see if you're right. That's right, that ghost was a Moroi. We could tell by the footstep speed. We also eliminated 2 other ghosts in the process. Of course, Onryo we could eliminate because it blew out those 3 candles and did not start hunting afterwards. There were no ghost orbs, so we knew it was not going to be a mimic. We knew that this hunt was all going to be based on footstep speed. That was very, very fast. Too fast to be the fast twin, so therefore we knew it was going to be a Moroi. Alright, so we are on Comfy Cozy Tangle. We do have EMF 5 and Spirit Box as our evidences again. 3 pretty easy ones to eliminate, so let's see what all we can find. Of course, salt's going to be a big one. That's what played in last time. Let's see if it's going to play into this again. Of course, it did want to turn off the breaker. Was a breaker in the garage? Okay. Place it here. And always just place it on down. Just about anywhere when I may do as well, just in case. Is like place some over here. Just to make sure. Alright. Let's go get some motion sensors. Let me set that there. Alright, let's see. I don't know if the ghost's still in here or not, but let's see if it'll cross through it. Very interesting. Very interesting. Did you turn off the breaker again? Yes. Of course you did. Of course you did. Let's grab you. I don't need you. Alright. Alright, Mr. Ghosty. How are you doing? Seem to not really want to step in the salt, huh? That's a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a shame. Just doing a ring around the rosies. Oh, hey, the bone. Nice. So, of course, that was another Wraith. Let me know how you did. Hopefully you went 6 for 6, and hopefully this helps make Nightmare to seem not as quite intimidating, especially when you break it down into easy tests. If you'd like to play along with other previous You Decide challenges, let's go with the last one. It's no sanity, no evidence, so a lot of information to be learned there. Thank you so much to all the channel members for the extra support. It truly does mean a lot. Happy hunting, everybody, and I'll see you in the previous You Decide.